On day 2, our Bible point was, family and friends help us stand strong. Our Bible buddy was Duke the horse. Our Bible verse was, so encourage each other and build each other up. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11. Okay. Our Bible story was from the book of Esther, the story of how Mordecai encourages Esther to do the right thing, where family and friends help us to stand strong. Now, on day 2 was the day that we had video technical trouble with our spotlight video. But what we're going to do is that we're going to show the pictures and Katie is going to read the narration. Let's enjoy the story of Esther.
In the Bible, you can read about a young woman named Esther. In fact, there's a whole book in the Bible named for Esther. Esther played a really important part in a really scary situation. Go girls! So, here's what happened. First, the king decided he needed a new queen. So he rounded up all the beautiful young women in the kingdom, and Esther was one of them. The women spent a year in the palace getting beauty treatments and training. And every day, Esther's older cousin, Mordecai, stopped by to see how she was doing.
Hi Esther, how you doing?
Mordecai told Esther not to mention that she was a Jew. And since family and friends help us stand strong, Esther listened to Mordecai. After a year, the king chose a new queen, and it was Esther. Meanwhile, Mordecai had discovered a shocking plot to kill all the Jews. Excuse me. He told Esther to go to the king and beg for her people. But if she did that, the king could kill her. What? Oh no. Could Esther stand strong? Esther knew that family and friends help us stand strong. So she listened to Mordecai. Esther asked all the Jews in the kingdom to fast and pray to help her stand strong. And then she went to see the king, even though she was scared. And guess what? The king didn't kill her. He listened to her. And he stopped the plot to kill the Jews. Mordecai was Esther's family, and he helped her stand strong. Esther was a friend to the Jews, and she helped them stand strong. You can help your family and friends stand strong too. And they can help you stand strong.
So just if you didn't know, that wasn't Katie's voice. Anyway, she pressed the button, she's been working on it, and it worked. She was doing the happy dance back in the sound station. The kids are going to sing Stand Strong.
Stand
an amazing job being split in two and singing different parts and different actions, and your voices came up. You were like equal voices. You sang so strong, and then you guys sang so strong on top. Fabulous, good job. Day 3, our Bible point was prayer helps us to stand strong. Our Bible buddy was Swift the Falcon. Our Bible verse was from Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Our Bible story was from the Old Testament, from Nehemiah, where Nehemiah worked for a king, and he had a big job to do. He faced scary times. Let's watch the Spotlight video and learn more about Nehemiah.
You can read this true story in the Bible when you get home. It's in the book of Nehemiah, chapters 1 through 6. Nehemiah was a Jew who had been sent away from his homeland in Judah. He was working as a cupbearer for a king. That meant he had to sample the king's drinks to make sure they weren't poisoned. One day, Nehemiah ran into some old friends from Judah. He asked how things were going back there. The friends said things were terrible. The wall of Jerusalem had been torn down and the gates burned. Nehemiah was so upset at the news, he sat right down and cried. Then Nehemiah did something that works way better than crying. He prayed to God. He asked God to help the king be kind because Nehemiah was about to ask for a big favor. When the king saw how upset Nehemiah was, he agreed to help him get back to Jerusalem. Hooray! When he got to Jerusalem, Nehemiah took a few friends and inspected the wall by night. Then he gathered the Jewish leaders and said, "Let's rebuild the wall of Jerusalem and end this disgrace." They replied right away, "Yes, let's get going and rebuild the wall." So all the Jewish families started to work on the wall. The boys made fun of the work and even mocked the workers.